in one setting. These are real. I'm not kidding. You guys, what are you Italian? Because you're really smart. I'm just kidding, yeah. No, you know what? Truthfully, I've never had so many unique questions. Like, these are really great questions, you guys. Yomi, I love that character. He's this old creepy guy, and he like cracks his chest cavity open. Oh, it was hardcore. And nobody even remembers him. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you for that. I love playing characters like that. I think most voice actors, I mean, voice acting is really fun. It can be challenging, but it's fun. But it's always especially fun when you play something, a character that people don't immediately recognize you. You know? Like when somebody comes up and goes, I had no idea you were Ikaku in Bleach, the bald Soul Reaper guy. Or I had no idea that you were even Crow. A lot of people are like, man, I didn't even realize it was you. I love that because, you know, I kind of have I kind of have a recognizable voice. And a lot of people are like, oh, I recognize your voice immediately whenever I hear it. And there's part of me that loves that and is honored. But then there's part of me like, man, I want to sound different. You know, I want to be kind of hidden. You know what I mean? So it's fun to play those kind of characters like Yomi that don't sound like, you know, don't typically sound like you. Thank you for that question, dude. You're awesome. Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you for your consideration. That is all.
2 minutes? 3 minutes? Okay, see, we're almost out of time. We only have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. Go ahead, sir.
It's cool to meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Edward Elric's probably one of my favorite characters in anime, and you, sir, are phenomenal.
Thank you, my friend. You're so kind.
I've always been kind of curious when it comes to the voice actors and all that. It's like, when you hear about a role offered up, do you, like, look up the manga, sorry, to, I guess, see if this is the guy I can play, kind of thing?
You know what? I don't. Typically we don't know anything about the show ahead of time. I could get a notification tonight that they want me to audition for something tomorrow, and I won't even know what it is. And I'll go in, and there'll be a page, and I'll have 10 minutes, if I get there in time, 10 minutes to read it and think of how I want to try this. Take whatever instructions are on the page, and then go into the booth and audition. Or I may even have to audition in my house. You know what I mean? Which means that you don't even have a director who can say, no, make him a little more dumb, or make him a little bit more stressed out, or make him a little more nervous, or drop his pitch a little bit. When you record your auditions at home, you have no idea, right, what the director may or may not want. So you kind of have to just do your best and send it in and hope for the best. But no, there's not usually time to read mangas and watch a lot of stuff to prepare. And you know what else is funny? Sometimes that works against you. For instance, let's say I find out that they want me to audition for One Punch Man. And I go and I listen to these, I watch some episodes, right, in Japanese. And I'm like, okay, here's what this guy sounds like, and I'm going to try to do that as best I can. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm all ready. And then I found out they didn't really want him to sound like the original Japanese guy. They want him to be different. See what I'm saying? You could totally screw yourself because you thought you were preparing. Because you thought they wanted him to sound just like the Japanese actor, when in actuality they wanted something different. What if I'd have tried to do Romy Park, who played Edward Elric in... She's a girl. I can't sound like her, right? So if I'd have thought that they wanted me to sound like her, I probably would have been cast. But I went in and I did my thing, and it turned out that the Japanese company that owned Full Metal wanted Ed to sound more masculine in English. That's why they didn't cast a girl. I couldn't have known that, right? I could have never known that. So sometimes it actually works in your benefit, not to go out and do all kinds of, studying and preparing and reading up, because sometimes you have no idea what they want. Am I out of time? I hate that part. You know what, you guys? I love you to death. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to go and hopefully come and see me, and in the last bit of time here before I have to run back to the airport, thank you for coming. And you know what else? I don't know how far away it is, but I'll be at Boston Comic Con in the fall. And check my fan club website for the conventions that I'll be at. And I will hope to see you guys at another event soon. Thanks, guys.
Vic, we sign that,